Have you ever wondered why some men walk into a room and immediately draw attention without saying a word? Not because of their looks, wealth, or fame, but because of something deeper, a quiet strength, a stillness, a calm that says, "I don't need to prove myself." Now, here's the truth most men miss. Attraction isn't about chasing, convincing, or performing. It's about becoming the kind of man who is so grounded, so focused, so calm, that a woman feels safe in his presence without him trying to impress her. That's the Marcus Aurelius Way. That's the Stoic Way. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like and stay till the very end, because what I'm about to share could completely change the way you see women, love, and yourself. This isn't manipulation. This is self-mastery. Let's go. 1. The power of presence. Wherever you are, be there fully. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." In today's world, most men are everywhere but here. They're thinking about their past mistakes, scrolling through future worries, or trying to guess what others think of them. But presence, that deep, calm awareness, is magnetic. When you speak to a woman and your attention is fully on her, not drifting, not performing, just being there, she feels it instantly. You don't need fancy words. You don't need lines. Just attention, because presence is respect. Presence is power. Think of the last time someone truly listened to you, not waiting to reply, not distracted but really listening. You felt seen, right? Understood, valued. That's the energy that pulls people in. A Stoic man understands that life only exists now. He's not replaying regrets or chasing what-ifs. He stands in the moment with quiet confidence. When you develop that kind of presence, you stop being anxious about how you're perceived. You simply are, and that's when people, especially women, notice you. 2. Emotional control. Master yourself, and you master your world. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The modern man often loses himself to his emotions. He texts impulsively, reacts out of jealousy, argues to prove a point, or collapses when rejected. But the Stoic man pauses. He breathes. He observes his emotion like a wave passing through, not an identity to drown in. Because real strength isn't the absence of emotion. It's the ability to direct it. Imagine a situation. You text her, and she doesn't reply. Your mind floods with doubt. Did I say something wrong? Is she losing interest? The untrained man spirals. The Stoic man smiles. He remembers, I can't control her, but I can control my reaction. He stays centered. He goes on with his day. Anchored by purpose, not by approval. That kind of calm is rare, and women feel it. It's not arrogance. It's peace. Emotional control isn't coldness, it's confidence. And confidence is what every person naturally gravitates toward. 3. Purpose over pleasure. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. A man with no direction gets lost in the search for validation. But a man with purpose radiates clarity. He's busy building something greater than himself, his craft, his discipline, his mission. Marcus Aurelius led Rome during plague and war, yet he wrote in his journal every night, not for fame, but to keep his soul anchored. Ask yourself, what do you wake up for? What keeps you steady when no one's watching? When you find that, everything changes. You stop chasing love as a distraction and instead become someone worth loving. Women aren't drawn to men who have nothing going on. They're drawn to men going somewhere. And not in a loud, boastful way, but quietly, with discipline and focus. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be building something that matters. Purpose makes your energy steady. Pleasure makes it scattered. And that difference is magnetic. 4. The calm of detachment. Accept what you cannot control. There's a paradox in attraction. The more you cling, the faster you lose. The more you let go, the stronger you become. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You may leave this life at any moment. Let that determine what you do and say and think." What did he mean? He meant, stop holding on so tightly to things or people that aren't truly yours to control. In love, most men grasp. They overthink, they chase, they fear losing what they never had. But the Stoic man practices detachment, not indifference. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care without fear. You can love deeply, but still be ready to walk away with peace if it's time. That calm is irresistible. It tells the world, I want you, but I don't need you. A woman feels safe when a man isn't trying to cage her. She respects a man who can love freely, without losing himself. Because detachment is not the absence of love. It's the presence of strength. 5. Discipline. If it is endurable, then endure it. Every Stoic knew that discipline was freedom. Marcus Aurelius woke before dawn, faced endless duties, and still found time to remind himself to rise with purpose. Today, most men are trapped by comfort, scrolling, complaining, avoiding pain. But discipline, waking early, training, reading, working, reflecting, shapes your soul. And here's the secret. Women aren't drawn to lazy energy. They feel it. They're drawn to the man who does what he says he'll do, even when it's hard. Discipline builds trust, not just with others, but with yourself. When you trust yourself, your words carry weight. Every rep at the gym, every early morning, every quiet study session, it all forges a presence that speaks louder than words. When you live with discipline, you don't have to prove your worth. Your life proves it for you. 6. Integrity. Waste no more. 6. Integrity. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. There's something rare about a man whose words and actions align. In a world of masks and facades, authenticity is power. Marcus Aurelius never pretended to be perfect. He wrote his weaknesses, his doubts, his failures. But he never stopped striving to live with virtue. Integrity means you don't lie to get attention. You don't say one thing and do another. You don't pretend to be someone you're not to impress anyone. Because truth always surfaces, and when it does, integrity is what remains. When a man is honest, grounded, and consistent, people, especially women, can relax around him. They feel safe, not because he's flawless, but because he's real. And authenticity is rare currency. It's the quiet flame that never flickers, even in chaos. 7. Kind strength. The best revenge is to be unlike him who did the injury. The modern world confuses kindness with weakness, but Stoic kindness is different. It's strength under control. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, criticism, and hatred, yet he wrote, "When someone does you wrong, teach them better, not with anger, but with example." A Stoic man doesn't react with vengeance or ego. He responds with dignity. He knows that how he treats others defines his peace, not theirs. Kindness isn't softness, it's power mastered. It's the confidence to be gentle, because you don't need to dominate. In relationships, that balance, calm strength with compassion, is magnetic. It's the difference between a man trying to win a woman and a man who understands her. When you live this way, you attract not through games or tactics, but through presence, purpose, and peace. Because the most irresistible man isn't the loudest in the room. He's the one whose silence speaks of strength, whose eyes show peace, and whose actions show care. The closing reflection. Let's step back. You came here searching for psychological tricks, but what you found is the truth that Marcus Aurelius knew centuries ago. You don't attract love by chasing it. You attract it by becoming love itself, by mastering your mind, by controlling your emotions, by walking your purpose, by staying calm in chaos, by being honest, by showing kindness without weakness. Each of these is a psychological magnet in its own right, not because they manipulate others, but because they elevate you. The world doesn't need more men pretending to be powerful. It needs men who are peaceful. When you live the Stoic way, you stop needing validation. You become validation. So remember these 7 Stoic secrets. Presence, be fully here. Emotional control. Rule your reactions. Purpose over pleasure. Build, don't chase. Detachment. Love without fear. Discipline. Endure and grow. Integrity. Be real, not perfect. Kind strength. Stay noble, even when tested. Become that man, and you won't have to make anyone obsessed. You'll simply inspire respect, trust, and love through the quiet power of who you are. So if this message resonated with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch until the end. Because this Stoic path isn't a quick fix, it's a lifelong transformation. And remember, as Marcus Aurelius wrote, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.